For generations, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints built a life in the American West based on community and self-reliance. This unique history created an equally unique kitchen. While the pioneers relied on food storage, modern faith defined a new diet. No coffee, no alcohol, no tea. The substitution was simple: sugar, sweetness, and communal comfort food. On every family table, you find a dish that defines the culture. It could be the trembling green Jello salad, the essential funeral potatoes, or a colorful soda they called dirty. This is a hidden part of Americana, a story told entirely through food. Dive into this amazing world.
Temple chicken salad. More than a dish, it is a quiet thread woven through generations of American families, especially in the heart of the Mormon community. Long before recipe cards were typed or photographed, this humble salad traveled from church gatherings to family reunions, carried in glass bowls wrapped carefully in prayer and purpose. In the 1950s and 60s, when Relief Society women prepared meals not just to feed, but to comfort, Temple chicken salad stood as a symbol of togetherness. Creamy, tender, lightly seasoned, with a gentle sweetness, simple enough to make every home cook feel confident, yet cherished enough to appear at weddings, baptisms, and after-meeting suppers. Every bite is a reminder of fellowship, service, and the quiet strength of women who built community one shared meal at a time. Today, this salad is more than just nostalgia. It's a preserved memory of faith, warmth, and the kind of American family life that feels timeless.
12-cup salad. Named for the simple rule of its recipe, 12 cups of ingredients combined into a single harmonious dish, this salad became a beloved staple in mid-century America. It appeared on church tables, family gatherings, and community potlucks, carrying a message of togetherness and joy. The 12 cups included fresh fruits, sweet marshmallows, shredded coconut, chopped nuts, and a creamy whipped dressing, blending textures and flavors in a way that was simple, yet unforgettable. Each ingredient was measured with care, creating a dessert-like dish that felt both humble and celebratory. For many families, especially in close-knit American and Mormon communities, the 12-cup salad was more than a recipe. It was a ritual, passed from mother to daughter, bringing warmth, laughter, and the taste of home to summer picnics, after-service meals, and holiday tables. Even today, it stands as a symbol of shared meals, simplicity, and timeless family traditions, a dish that carries history in every bite.
Green Jello salad. If there is one dish that defines this unique American culture, it is the green Jello salad. For generations, especially in Utah, Jello wasn't just a dessert, it became a symbol of community. A staple for every potluck, family gathering, and church social. So beloved, it was once even proposed as the official state snack. This vibrant, quivering, lime-flavored creation often features an unexpected mix: grated carrots, crushed pineapple, sometimes celery, and even a dollop of mayonnaise. It's a texture and flavor profile that might puzzle outsiders. But for Mormons, it represents tradition, shared joy, and the sweet, wholesome nature of their unique American cuisine.
Funeral potatoes. The name is perhaps the most famous and arguably the most comforting in the Mormon culinary lexicon. This dish is an absolute requirement at any large communal gathering, especially, as the name implies, post-funeral luncheons where the community gathers to offer support. It's the ultimate casserole, a rich, creamy blend of diced potatoes, cheddar cheese, and sour cream, often bound together with cream of chicken soup. The secret, however, lies in the topping, a thick, golden layer of crushed cornflakes or potato chips. It's hearty, easily transportable, and delivers simple, profound comfort during times of grief, reflecting the supportive spirit of the community.
The dirty soda. This is the newest icon in Mormon cuisine, a clever and highly caffeinated response to the dietary rules.
Since the word of wisdom prohibits coffee and alcohol, the culture simply substituted sweetness and flavor. A dirty soda is typically a dark soda, like a cola or Dr. Pepper-style drink, mixed with a shot of coconut or fruit syrup and finished with a thick swirl of cream. This vibrant, layered drink became a staple at local drive-thrus and family gatherings across Utah. It's a sweet, colorful rebellion, a perfect symbol of how this culture found joy and community comfort in permitted pleasures. It's not just a soda. It's a shared cultural experience. Lionhouse rolls. No Mormon meal is complete without this legendary centerpiece of hospitality. Named after the historic Lion House in Salt Lake City, the former home of Brigham Young, these rolls became an absolute icon starting in the mid-20th century when the building opened as a public dining room. They are not merely bread, they are a cultural institution, symbolizing the warmth and generosity of the community. Famous for their incredible softness and slight sweetness, the recipe is a closely guarded secret passed down through generations. Golden on the outside and unbelievably fluffy on the inside, these rolls are often piled high, ready to soak up the creamy gravy or butter on any holiday or Sunday dinner table.
Fry sauce. For those outside Utah, it might sound too simple, just a mix of mayonnaise and ketchup. But here it is a culinary religion, a staple dip served with almost everything, especially French fries. Fry sauce was invented in 1948 by Don Carlos Edwards, the founder of the Arctic Circle chain of restaurants. He needed a signature condiment, and this simple blend became an instant sensation, replacing plain ketchup across the state. It's the perfect creamy, tangy, and slightly sweet balance that transforms ordinary fast food into an iconic Utah meal. You'll find variations featuring pickle relish, garlic powder, or chili, but the classic two-ingredient base is the true icon, symbolizing the region's resourceful and unique culinary identity.
The Potluck casserole is a culinary pillar of the LDS Mormon community, symbolizing the deep-seated emphasis on fellowship and self-sufficiency in Utah. These hearty dishes, often utilizing preserved ingredients like canned soups, tuna, or chicken, combined with noodles or rice, were a practical solution for feeding large gatherings. Historically, the church's welfare program promoted large family preparedness and resourcefulness, principles perfectly embodied by the inexpensive, high-yield casserole. When members congregate for ward dinners, this dish is not just a meal, it's a tangible expression of community commitment. It ensures every family, regardless of means, contributes and receives sustenance, reinforcing the unity that defines the region's unique culture.
Breakfast for dinner. Sunday dinner is traditionally associated with heavy roasts or formal dishes, but in Utah, particularly in Latter-day Saint, Mormon homes, Sunday evening is reserved for a more relaxed, comforting ritual, breakfast for dinner. This tradition isn't about saving time, it's about preserving peace after a day filled with church services and activities. Pancakes, waffles, and French toast, drenched in syrup, serve as the perfect low-effort comfort food. It's a low-cost, high-reward tradition that brings large families together stress-free, reinforcing the idea that Sunday is a day of rest and simple togetherness, transitioning smoothly from the spiritual to the familial.
The heart of Utah is the culture of preparedness. Imagine cool, vast pantries filled floor to ceiling with home canning jars, rows of preserved fruits and vegetables. This deep tradition finds its sweetest purpose in bread pudding. It's a dessert born from necessity and wisdom. We use long-lasting staples like canned milk, and crucially, we add the bright flavor directly from those patient home canning jars, our preserved peaches and jams. The simple act of soaking, baking, and waiting fills the kitchen with generational comfort. This warm, simple pudding symbolizes the safety and family warmth achieved through careful foresight. Sizzling breadsticks are the true heart of any bustling Utah family dinner. They are more than just bread, they are a tradition. Imagine a table for 20, Filled with neighbors and family, these breadsticks are the first thing to disappear. The story of their sizzling magic begins in the dough. Simple, honest ingredients needed for strength and patience. They are rolled by hand, then generously coated in melted butter and garlic, ready for the high heat. But the true secret is the sheer volume, embodying the communal spirit of Utah culture. Fresh out of the oven, they emerge golden, crispy, and still sizzling from the butter and Parmesan, a perfect warm welcome to the table. These breadsticks symbolize community, abundance, and the joy of sharing. The pineapple upside-down cake is more than just a dessert. It's a symbol of mid-century American ingenuity and celebration. In kitchens across the country, housewives and home bakers would carefully arrange glossy pineapple rings and maraschino cherries at the bottom of a buttered pan, pouring golden brown batter over them. When baked and flipped, the vibrant fruits would crown the cake, creating a dazzling centerpiece for family dinners, church gatherings, and holiday feasts. Every slice tells a story of warmth, tradition, and the joy of sharing something sweet with loved ones. This simple yet elegant cake embodies the creativity and heart of American homes in the 1960s and 70s.
The ice cream sandwich. Its origins trace back to the bustling streets of New York in the 1890s, where street vendors sold this simple dessert, vanilla ice cream between crisp wafers, for a single penny. It was an accessible joy for everyone. Decades later, it found its true calling in Utah, where this pure, uncomplicated treat is the ultimate symbol of celebration and comfort. As coffee and alcohol are avoided, the ice cream sandwich becomes a central cultural pillar, fueling every gathering and family night. This is a deliberate masterpiece of contrast. Two perfectly uniform dark chocolate wafers, cool and slightly bitter, cradle a thick, melting core of intensely sweet vanilla. The flavor is a beautiful duality, the yielding crunch of the wafer against the soft, cool sweetness. It is the taste of wholesome, shared joy, passed down through time and served with a smile. If you grew up in Utah, chicken and rice casserole is pure nostalgia. This is a classic American comfort dinner, often based on canned condensed soups like cream of mushroom, which keeps it creamy and simple. Casseroles, or hot dishes, are a cornerstone of local cuisine. They offer a quick, nutritious, and filling solution perfectly suited for large family gatherings or a midweek dinner after a long day of work. We love the combination of tender rice, juicy chicken, and a rich, creamy sauce that always develops a crunchy golden crust on top. This is a dish that begs for seconds and always evokes a sense of nostalgia and familial warmth no matter where you eat it. Homemade caramel popcorn, a treat that starts with the simplest ingredient, a handful of golden kernels that instantly bloom into airy, crisp clouds. Fresh popcorn is the perfect canvas for the culinary magic. That magic is caramel. We start with sugar, watching it melt into liquid amber gold. Butter and cream create that rich, toffee-like texture. The mixture bubbles, and this precision defines the perfect flavor. A thick, glossy flow. The caramel must envelop every piece, not just coat it. Careful stirring is our goal. The finishing touch? Baking. It transforms the sticky glaze into an incredibly crunchy shell. Cooling gives us that clear, distinct snap. This is the taste of wholesome, homemade joy, a flavor that always reminds you of warmth. So, here are 15 proofs that Mormon cuisine is more than just baking and preserved goods. It is warmth, it is history, and it is an endless love for community and family. Whether they are serving a hearty potluck dinner or their famous sweet desserts, one thing remains constant: the Mormon table is always full.